St. John the Baptist Church in Bruley, established in 1835. While it's important in the history of West Baton Rouge Parish, this church holds a special place in Brittany Carroll Spruill's heart for another reason.
My third and fourth great-grandparents, and probably other relatives as well, but they're the only ones I could pinpoint, were actually married in the original church that's long since gone.
Spruill discovered this information about her ancestors after starting a search of her family's history. That was 15 years ago.
All I knew was my great-grandfather's birth and death date, 2 random family members' names, and that his father was about 50 when he was born. And so I just started going to the library, going to the archives, and a little bit of internet research at that juncture.
Along the way, Spruill says she discovered some interesting truths about her background. For example, her red hair, fair skin, and last name were not the results of Irish ancestry, as she and her family had always thought.
It turns out we were French that had come down from a post in Canada that's now in Michigan in the late 1790s. So it really changed our perspective on things, and it turns out the name was just spelled wrong.
Spruill is one of millions of people around the world in search of answers about their past. LSU PhD candidate David Brokaw says she's part of a growing trend of people looking for their connection to history.
I think it does kind of have a humbling effect, on an individual to know that, that it's because of others, that they have what they have today.
While people have their own reasons for finding out about their past, Brokaw and genealogist Judy Riffle agree on a common theme. Since information is becoming easier to come by, more people are digging into their roots.
A lot of people couldn't do their genealogy because they had to work and they couldn't go to the library. They couldn't spend a lot of time digging through books and documents. But now that the internet has come into being, we have a lot of resources available to us online.
While Spruill agrees the internet has made things convenient, she says her trips to her family's hometown of Natchitoches and conversations with older relatives has been even more rewarding and drives her to learn even more.
He had a brown eye and a blue eye and rode a white horse. I mean, how would you know that otherwise if somebody didn't tell you? So those things, I think that oral history is going to be lost if people our age don't start talking to people.
To get started on your own ancestry search, you don't need a whole lot of information or money. Genealogist Judy Riffle suggests starting out with basic information like your parents' names and your siblings' names. Another helpful tip is to take advantage of your local libraries. Many times they have subscriptions to websites like Ancestry.com that you can access for free using your library card. Kelsey Davis, WAFB 9 News.